Are these strong enough brakes? You've been asking me, Dan, how strong my mountain bike brakes should be. I kind of changed that question a little bit into how do you recognize that your brakes are not strong enough, are dangerously weak? So here we go. Here I have a good example of strong enough brakes. There's no hydraulics here inside the housing, there's no disc brakes. These are the old-type V brakes, but good enough quality-wise. So these are powerful enough. How do I know that? Simply put, first off, you need to feel that your brakes are giving you the confidence in any conditions. Let's say you need to just brake before the traffic lights, the lights in the city. No problem for your brakes, that's good. There are some, I don't know, dogs passing the road. You are just riding with 25-30 kilometers per hour. You need to slow down, no problem. You need to slow down before the turn, or when you are going down, you need to feel you will be able to stop. That means most likely your brakes are strong enough. But here is the first sign that your brakes are not powerful enough, and it's using all the 4 fingers for braking because you feel like 3 fingers, 2 fingers don't have enough power in order to stop you. That means you don't have enough stopping power. Your brakes, modern bike brakes, even if the bike cost about $200-300, this is $300 bike, $350 about. You should be able to brake with 2 fingers only. 1 finger is ideal, but 2 fingers not more. So if you need to use 3 or even 4, that means you don't have enough power, meaning changing the cable, the housing probably, or most likely at least the compound of your braking pads, and that would make your brakes brake better, so will enhance braking power. Otherwise, you need to replace your brakes. The symptom number 2, which shows that you have a dangerously weak brakes, is that you cannot skid with your rear wheel sitting on the saddle. It does not mean you want to skid when braking with the rear wheel or rear brake, but when sitting on the saddle, just sitting in the normal position on your bike, you should be able to completely block your rear wheel on a dry tarmac, not on the wet, because it will be easier, not on the snow or so. On the dry tarmac, your rear wheel should be able to be blocked, so you should be able to block it without lifting your butt from the saddle. You need to sit on the bike and then try to skid. If it does skid, that means you have decent power. Don't try this at high speed, maybe 10 kilometers per hour will be enough, and that means, okay, I've got some power. And the third symptom that will clearly show you have dangerous brakes is that your braking lever will hit the handlebar while braking. See, when I'm braking here, I'm just pulling it with all the power I have in my fingers. I still have good 3 centimeters distance between braking lever and the handlebars. It's okay to have 2 or 1, some will prefer to have it closer, but if the lever will touch the handlebars, that means you don't have any more power. You're not going to be able to pull the brakes more. That could mean 2 things. You either need to adjust the brakes by shortening the cable or putting more tension on the cable, or if it doesn't change the thing, it means you've got spongy brakes. Maybe because of the plastic braking lever, should not be made, or wrong housing, or plastic V brakes. That means you need to replace such brakes. You don't want your braking lever to hit the handlebar, never. And so, my friends, if you're unable to stop the bike in the emergency situations, or your braking lever touches the handlebars while braking, or you cannot skid with the rear wheel on the dry tarmac, that means your brakes are weak, too weak, dangerous. And if you've got yourself a mountain bike, the mountain bike should be able to stop you, or you should be able to stop the bike with you on any slope. So if you're in the mountains going through some technical descent or steep descent, the brakes should always be powerful enough to go to a complete stop, 0 kilometers per hour. Stop the bike. If you're unable to do that, you need more braking power.